Hello students, welcome to AffairsCloud. My name is Vikas. We have an app by the name Careers Cloud which you can go and download through Play Store. Once you have downloaded the application, you will be able to easily log in using your Gmail ID. Once you have logged in, you will be redirected to this page where you will be getting this UI and there will be option for home, all courses, my courses and doubt section. On this application, you will be getting multiple PDFs, multiple content on daily basis that will be enhancing your learning. Our first segment is daily current affairs. We make sure to provide you current affairs on daily basis in both English as well as in Hindi content. The PDFs for the same are uploaded on our application, and apart from this, we also make sure to provide you with quizzes that will help you to revise the content after you have gone through the PDF. Next comes our weekly content. The content is also provided in both English as well as in Hindi, and here we also make sure to provide you quiz also of that past week's current affairs that will be enhancing your learning, as it is a compilation of the important topics, important MCQ questions for the last week. Similar for the monthly, the PDFs are very important. They provide you insights of various topics, as well as we also make sure to provide you the quiz of monthly questions that are very important for learning. Next, we also provide you with important PIB articles on daily basis so that you can go through these articles and have an insight about that particular topic. Not just this, we also make sure to provide you important events that are happening globally and make sure to give you the right analysis. One of the most important segment of our application is that we make sure to provide you with the correct exam analysis. When you are having exam, we make sure to provide you with previous year questions so that the student can go through the exam pattern and the syllabus and can prepare the exam accordingly based on the pattern. After the exam, we also make sure to provide you with the exam analysis. Then for the students who are preparing for state exams, they will be also beneficial here, as we will make sure to provide with state-wise current affairs for them. Apart from this, we also make sure to cover the topic-wise current affairs such as your national affairs, government schemes, international affairs, banking and finance, economy and businesses, as these are the topics from which the examiner definitely asks the question, and these are covered on the monthly basis. So friends, do check our application. It will be a one-stop solution for learning. Hello everyone. So in this video, we will be discussing important current affairs for 16th of Feb. Let's start. First, we are talking about national affairs. Recently, Ministry of Defense, they have signed a contract worth 2,282.06 crore rupees. This contract of Ministry of Defense was with BEL, that is Bharat Electronics Limited, and under this MOU, remember, or under this contract, 11 Shakti EWS will be procured. What are these Shakti EWS? EWS is your electronic warfare system, right? So 11 Shakti electronic warfare systems will be procured for Indian Navy. I repeat, Ministry of Defense, this recently signed a contract with Bharat Electronics Limited. The contract was worth 2,282.06 crore rupees, and it was to procure 11 Shakti EWS, that is electronic warfare systems. Correct? And they will be for Indian Navy. Right? So for these 11 Shakti EWS, remember the total cost was 2,167.47 crore rupees. Then there is a leftover amount of 114.59 crore rupees. Correct? And this amount, 114.59 crore rupees, will be used to develop very low frequency receivers. HDVLF, very low frequency receivers will be delivered, will be manufactured under this amount. Correct? Let's move on. Next is PM Modi inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of various projects worth 7,500 crore rupees in Jhabua in Madhya Pradesh. The development projects will benefit the tribal population of this region. One of this project is the project also focus on strengthening the water supply and provisioning of the drinking water, enhancing education and bolstering road, rail and power sectors in Madhya Pradesh. Apart from this, second thing you need to remember, PM Narendra Modi also launched PM Surya Ghar, that is PM सूर्या घर मुफ्त बिजली योजना, मुफ्त बिजली योजना, right? This PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana, this was launched by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the aim of this particular scheme is to encourage people to install and set up solar panels solar panels on their rooftop and enjoy free electricity. Under this scheme, the aim is to provide free electricity of up to 300 units per month to 1 crore households in India. Correct? So that is PM Surya Ghar Muft Bijli Yojana. Next, remember, if we talk about Madhya Pradesh, who is the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh? Mohan Yadav. Who is the Governor of Madhya Pradesh? Mangubai C. Patel. Next is MIB, that is Ministry of Information and Broadcasting. They have recently revised the National Film Awards regulation, and they have made some changes here, including the renaming of some awards, merging of the categories, and increasing of the prize money also. Right? Apart from this, you can see the change will come into effect from the 70th edition of the National Film Awards 2022, whose entry is closed on January 30th, 2024. Then remember, Indira Gandhi Award for Best Film Debut of a Director has been renamed to Best Debut Film of a Director. Correct? Then Nargis Dutt Award for Best Feature Film on National Integration has been clubbed with Best Film on Social Issue and Best Film on Environment Conservation. And the new award that is formed has been named as the Best Feature Film Promoting National, Social and Environmental Values. So there has been some name changes also, some increase in the prize money also, correct? Merging of categories also was seen here, correct? So this is the some changes in the National Film Awards were observed by MIB recently. Next is Niti Aayog. They have launched Greening India's Wasteland with Agroforestry Report and Portal. I repeat, Niti Aayog, they launched the Greening and Restoration of Wasteland with Agroforestry, that is your GROW initiative. What is this GROW initiative and launched by whom? GROW stands for Greening and Restoration of Wasteland with Agroforestry. Correct? This includes GROW report and portal at Niti Aayog headquarters in New Delhi. Correct? As the name suggests, GROW portal, this is a sustainability mapping portal. Correct? And this will allow the universal access to state and district level data. The portal is expected to significantly boost the promotion of agroforestry initiatives of Government of India. The report, developed under the leadership of Niti Aayog, used remote sensing and GIS technology to access and to promote the agroforestry practices all across the districts of India. Right? So take a note of this. Niti Aayog, they have launched this GROW report and portal, and as it is a portal, this will have the data of all the agroforestry related activities on this, so that a better decision making can be done based on the stats and the analytics of the data. Correct? Next, if we talk about Niti Aayog, what is Niti Aayog? Niti Aayog was launched by Niti Aayog is basically, who is the chairman here? Prime Minister of India Narendra Modi. Who is the CEO of Niti Aayog? BVR Subramaniam. And remember, what is the full form of GROW initiative that was launched by Niti Aayog recently for agroforestry? It is Greening and Restoration of Wastelands with Agroforestry. Next we are talking about unemployment rate. If you remember recently, UK and Japan, yesterday there was news that both these countries has entered into a recession. Correct? Coming back, when the recession increases, the unemployment rate also increases. Right? So if we talk about the data released by NSSO, that is National Sample Survey Office, right, they have released their 21st quarterly periodic labor force survey, and according to this 21st quarterly periodic labor force survey, the unemployment rate has dipped to 6.5% in the third quarter of fiscal year 24. Right, this third quarter is from October to December month. Right, take a note of this. And this data states that this 6.5% of unemployment is the lowest level that we have seen in over last 4 years. Correct. Next is banking and finance. Mirai Asset has launched two passive small cap funds, that is India's first multi-factor based ETF on Nifty Small Cap 250 index. I repeat, Mirai Asset Mutual Fund, they have launched two passive small cap funds that were named Mirai Asset Nifty Small Cap 250 Momentum Quality 100 Exchange Traded Funds and Mirai Asset Nifty Small Cap 250 Momentum Quality 100 ETF Fund of Funds. So these two funds were launched, correct, and they were launched to provide investors with various sectors exposures with the small cap category, employing a unique blend of factors for wealth creation. Right. Next. Also remember, if we talk about Mirai Asset Investment, who is the chairman and independent director here? Yogesh Chadha. If we talk about the vice chairman and CEO, Swaroop Anand Mohati. Headquarters is in Mumbai, Maharashtra, and it started their operation in 2008. Next, REC, that is Rural Electrification Corporation. They have joined hands with which organization for infrastructure and energy projects in Damodar Valley? So it is your DVC. REC, they joined or they have recently signed agreements worth 588 crore rupees with Damodar Valley Corporation, that is DVC, and it is to strengthen the infrastructure and energy projects in the Damodar Valley region. Where is this Damodar Valley region? That is in West Bengal and Jharkhand. Correct? Take a note of this. Here you can see REC and DVC, that is Damodar Valley Corporation. They together recently signed a contract worth 588 crore rupees, and it is to basically strengthen infrastructure and energy projects in Damodar Valley region, that is in West Bengal and Jharkhand. Next we are talking about CCI approvals on 13th of Feb. If we look at this, remember, first is your acquisition of Tynish Laboratories by Matrix Pharma. Right, here remember CCI has approved the Karachi, Pakistan based Matrix Pharma Private Limited acquirer to acquire 100% paid up share capital in Hyderabad, Telangana based Tynish Laboratories Private Limited. Right, that will be acquired. Second, remember, acquisition of Coastal Energen by Dickey Alternative Investment Trust and Adani Power. So who will be acquired? Acquired will be Coastal Energen, correct, and it will be acquired by Dickey Alternative Investment Trust and Adani Power. Right, so do remember CCI gave approval this to Ahmedabad, Gujarat based Adani Power Limited and Gurugram based Dickey Alternative Investment Trust to acquire 100% paid up share capital of Chennai, Tamil Nadu based Coastal Energen. Right, both of these acquirement you need to remember, first and second. Next is India handed over Chess Olympiad torch to which country recently? So India has officially handed over the Chess Olympiad torch to Hungary. Right, it was to Hungary, and this will, remember, Hungary is the country that will host the 45th edition of the Chess Olympiad in 2024, and this will be from 10 to 23rd of September 2024. Mark this, Hungary will be hosting the Chess Olympiad 2024 and it will be in Budapest, Hungary. Right. Next, remember, India hosted 44th FIDE Chess Olympiad in 2022, and where was this held? It was at Mahabalipuram and the state name is Tamil Nadu. Correct. Here you can see India hands over Chess Olympiad torch to Hungary for 45th edition of the Chess Olympiad that will be held in Hungary in September 2024, and India hosted the 44th edition of the Chess Olympiad in 2022 at Mahabalipuram in Tamil Nadu. Next is WUWW, that is United World Wrestling. They have lifted the suspension of which country's wrestling federation? So, United World Wrestling, they have lifted the suspension on the Wrestling Federation of India. Correct? They have unlifted, or they have lifted the suspension of the Wrestling Federation of India. Take this. This is important, and this is with immediate effect from 13th of Feb 2024. Correct. And remember, WFI, that is Wrestling Federation of India, was suspended because of the delay in the elections in organization. Right. And here remember, UWW, they recently also instructed WFI that if there will be a lifting ban, then there need to be elections of the athletes. Correct. They need to conduct the elections for the athletes commission before 1st of July 2024 in order for them to lift this ban. Next is important is International Epilepsy Day. International Epilepsy Day observed on 12th of Feb, and it is to create awareness about the epilepsy, that is a neurological disorder, its condition, diagnosis and treatment. This International Epilepsy Day observed on 12th of Feb 2024, and remember, this International Epilepsy Day was observed on 13th of Feb in 2023, and on 2025 it will be observed on 10th of Feb. Now remember why this is so, because this Epilepsy Day is observed on the second Monday in the month of Feb, and this year in 2024 it was on 12th of Feb, and in 2023 it will be on 13th, it was on 13th of Feb, and in coming in 2025 it will be on 10th of Feb. Next is World Radio Day. It is observed on 13th of Feb, and it is to celebrate radio as a powerful and low cost medium and to promote their role in fostering international collaboration among broadcasters. Then 13th of February marks the observance of the 13th World Radio Day. Then this is the theme that you need to remember for World Radio Day, that is Radio a Century, informing, entertaining and educating. This is the theme for the World Radio Day observed on 13th of February, and that is the 13th edition of the World Radio Day. Next is state news. Goa's Chief Minister has presented a budget for fiscal year 25, and the budget's worth is 26,850 crore rupees, and no new taxes has been imposed here. Right, and this was his fifth state budget of the Chief Minister of Goa, Pramod Sawant. Correct. Next is Odisha. They have declared Gupteshwar Forest as their fourth biodiversity heritage site. I repeat, Odisha government has declared Gupteshwar Forest in Koraput district as their fourth biodiversity heritage site. The other three biodiversity heritage sites in Odisha are Mandasaru, that is in the Kandhamal district, Mahendragiri, that is in the Gajpati district, and Gandha Mardhan, that is in the Bhagad and Bolangiri district. So, which is the fourth now? That is the Gupteshwar Forest. It became the fourth biodiversity heritage site of Odisha. Question can be asked definitely from this point, that name the fourth biodiversity heritage site of Odisha. It is Gupteshwar Forest. Next is Kaji Nemu. Kaji Nemu has been named as the state fruit of Assam. Correct. Kaji Nemu, this is a citrus lemon, and it has been named as the state fruit of Assam. Take a note of this, important. Also remember, Kaji Nemu is also known as the queen of all citrus fruits. Correct. And in 2019, Kaji Nemu received the GI tag as an agriculture good of Assam. Correct. So new state fruit of Assam is Kaji Nemu. So friends, these are your important current affairs for the day. Now let's go for a quick one-liner revision. Ministry of Defence signed a contract worth 2,282.06 crore rupees with BEL to procure 11 Shakti EWS for Indian Navy. And PM Modi inaugurated and laid the foundation stone of various projects worth 7,500 crore rupees in the Jhabua in Madhya Pradesh. MIB received the National Film Award regulations and has name of Indira Gandhi. Basically, we can say that awards named behind the Indira Gandhi and Nargis Dutt were removed from the awards category. Niti Aayog, they have launched Greening India's Wasteland with Agroforestry Report and Portal. Unemployment rate has dipped to 6.5% in the third quarter of fiscal year 24. Correct? In the 21st quarterly periodic labor force survey released by NSSO, and this is the lowest employment we have seen in the last 4 years. Then Mirai Asset, they have launched two passive small cap funds, that is India's first multi-factor based ETF on Nifty Small Cap 250 Index. And REC and DVC, they have joined hands for infrastructure and energy development projects in the Damodar Valley. Next is CCI approvals we have seen. Then India handed over the Chess Olympiad torch to Hungary. Then United Wrestling UWW, that is your United World Wrestling, yes, UWW, United World Wrestling, they have lifted the Wrestling Federation of India's suspension. International Epilepsy Day on 12th of Feb, World Radio Day on 13th of Feb, and Goa's Chief Minister presented the budget for fiscal year 25 for Goa worth 26,850 crore rupees. Odisha declared Gupteshwar Forest as their fourth biodiversity heritage site, and Kaji Nemu named as the state fruit of Assam state. So these are some important current affairs for the day, friends. If you find the session interesting, all you have to do is like the video and comment below and let us know what are your views for the same. Now let's move to some revision current affairs that will be beneficial for your learning. CPI, that is your Corruption Perception Index, released by Transparency International. So Transparency International, they have released CPI Corruption Perception Index. This was for January 2024. What was the rank of India in this Corruption Perception Index? So India was ranked 93rd, and which is the country that has topped the list? It is Denmark. That means there is no corruption in Denmark. Correct? And if we talk about the rank 93, it was shared by India, Kazakhstan and Maldives. So right option here becomes option 3. Next, the dash raising day of ICG, that is Indian Coast Guard, was observed across India on 1st of Feb 2024. So this was the 48th edition, right? 48th edition of the raising day of Indian Coast Guard was observed across India on 1st of Feb 2024, right? Take a note of this. This was the 48th edition. Next, which country will host 2027 World Test Championship final? So the World Test Championship final in the year 2027 will be hosted by England. Will be hosted by England. Next, if I ask you, tell me recently which payment bank was imposed restrictions upon by RBI? It is Paytm Bank. Paytm Payments Bank, and from 29th of Feb onwards, their wallet and Paytm bank accounts will cease to exist. International Monetary Fund forecast India's growth to dash for 2024. So International Monetary Fund, headquarter of which is in Washington DC, they projected India's GDP to be 6.5% for the year 2024. Correct? Take a note of this. Apart from this, tell me year of naval civilians. Year of naval civilians. Which year was declared as year of naval civilians by Indian Navy? It is the year 2024. Correct? Then under PM Swanidhi scheme, under this PM Swanidhi, credit assistance will be provided to almost how many street vendors? So almost 78 lakh street vendors will be provided with credit assistance. Then India, along with which country recently signed a pact in defense sector, or they collaborated with that country in defense sector? It is Oman. For cultural relation, it is between India and Italy. Next, which of the following personalities have been appointed as the full-time member of the 16th Finance Commission by President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am? So, all three of them, Niranjan Radaksha, Ajay Narayan Jha, Annie George Matthew, all three of them, correct, they have been appointed as the full-time members, correct, to the 16th Finance Commission by President of India Draupadi Murmu ma'am. Correct? And there will be a part-time member also. Remember the name of the part-time member also. Soumya Kanti Ghosh. Right? Soumya Kanti Ghosh will be part-time and all three of them are full-time members. Next. Who has been recently appointed as the 9th chairman of the Telecom Regulatory Authority of India, that is TRAI, for how many years? For 3 years. So who has been appointed as the 9th chairman of Telecom Regulatory Authority of India? Anil Kumar Lahoti. Take this, important. He will succeed whom? He will be succeeding PD Vaghela. Correct? Take a note. This is important. Then tell me, CM Vayoshri Yojana. This was launched by which state? It was launched by Maharashtra state government. Correct? Then tell me recently, which country is providing visa-free travel to Indian nationals? Iran. Then Thailand is also providing the same, and Thailand is providing till May 2024. Which small finance banks recently appointed HR Khan, that is Harun Rashid Khan, as the part-time chairman? So which is that small finance bank? It is AU Small Finance Bank, correct, has appointed the former deputy governor of RBI HR Khan as their part-time chairman. Correct? Take a note there. He will be succeeding whom? HR Khan will succeed whom? He will be succeeding Raj Vikas Verma. Correct? Next. When was Martyrs Day or Shahid Divas 2024 observed across India? So, on 30th of January, we observe Martyrs Day, that is Shahid Divas, and it is to commemorate those who have sacrificed their life in the line of duty to the nation. And this 30th of Jan, also remember, this is the death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Also, this was the 76th death anniversary of Mahatma Gandhi. Next, if I ask you, tell me recently, India decided to fence their border with which country recently? So, India has decided that they will be fencing their border along with Myanmar. Right? Remember this. Along with Myanmar, India will be fencing their border. During the visit of Emmanuel Macron, President of France, to India as the chief guest for the 75th Republic Day of India, which company has recently signed an MOU with Airbus Helicopters to set up final assembly line for H125 helicopters in India? Right? For this H125 helicopters, a manufacturing facility was set up. Question asked here is that which organization has tied up with Airbus Helicopters to manufacture a to set up a final assembly line for H12 helicopters? It is Tata Advanced Systems Limited. Correct. Also remember, this was the 6th visit of French leader Emmanuel Macron to India. He was our chief guest during the Republic Day parade, and this was the 75th Republic Day for India. Correct. Next, Mars robot helicopter Ingenuity launched by Dash company. So Mars robot helicopter, it was launched by whom? So the satellite or the robot that was sent to Mars, Ingenuity, was of which organization or was sent by which organization? By NASA. So definitely it will be launched by them only. Correct? And remember, the fate of Ingenuity was sealed when the imaginary beamed back to Earth after its 72nd flight, and this was the final and the last flight of this Ingenuity helicopter. Correct? This is the helicopter that is taking flights on the surface of Mars and collecting data. Correct? It is acting as a drone there, and it is being operated from Earth. Correct? It is powered there by solar panels, or we can say it is powered there by solar energy. Next, RBI they have decided to make available an additional aggregate amount of dash to the standalone primary dealers under the standing liquidity facility at the prevailing repo rate starting from Jan 31st, 2024. So RBI decided to make available an additional aggregate amount of 5,000 crore rupees to standalone primary dealers, correct? Take a note of this. Also remember, the repo rate is currently at how much? It is 6.5% and it was unchanged during the budgetary sessions, right? Moving on. Our Union Minister of Environment, Forest and Climate Change, Bhupendra Yadav, announced that 5 wetlands from India, 3 from Karnataka and 2 from Tamil Nadu, were designated as Ramsar sites, wetland of international importance. Correct? Question asked to you here is that with this addition, the total number of Ramsar sites in India is dash. So with the addition of these 5 new Ramsar sites, the total number of Ramsar sites in India is 80 now. Correct? Mark this. Next, in January, Sultan Ibrahim ibn al-Muhram Sultan Iskandar was sworn in as the 17th king of which country? He was sworn in as the 17th king of Malaysia. Next tell me recently who topped the Brand Guardianship Index? Brand Guardianship Index for 24. This was topped by Reliance Industries Limited. Chairman here is Mukesh Ambani. So we can say Mukesh Ambani has topped Brand Guardianship Index 2024. Next is Dr. Neeraj Mittal, the chairman of Digital Communication Commission and secretary of the Board of Telecommunication, launched Bharat 5G portal, that is an integrated portal. This was launched during Bharat Telecom 2024. Question asked is, which council, center, organization organized the event in collaboration with Department of Telecommunication? It was your Telecom Equipment and Service Export Promotion Council. Department of Higher Education under the Ministry of Education released All India Survey on Higher Education 21-22. Question asked here is that the gross enrollment ratio in higher education for the age group 18 to 23 in India increased to dash from 27.3% in 2020 to 2021. So it was increased to 28.4%. That was earlier 27.3% in 2020 to 2021. Next thing you can remember, this was the 12th edition of this AISHE, that is All India Survey on Higher Education. Correct? In this, a total of 1,168 universities or institutions that included 45,473 colleges were surveyed and this data was released. So right option here becomes option 2, 28.4. Next is our homework section. First, what is the primary objective of the e-Jagriti portal, right? E-Jagriti portal that was recently mentioned in news. What is the primary objective? Second, what is Kaskuta Dodder, recently seen in the news? Third, which country won the 9th Government Tech Prize for AI-powered government services at the World Government Summit 2024? Fourth, which state government has officially declared Kaji Nemu, that is a citrus lemon, as their state fruit? We have just seen. And fifth, Nuao scholarship program recently seen in news is associated with which state? So these are your 5 homework question, friends, and I need to see maximum participation from all the students watching this video. That's all for the day, friends. I hope you enjoyed the session and you can follow us on the YouTube channel, as well as apart from YouTube channel, you can go and follow us at AffairsCloud Telegram channel. And if you have any queries related to the content or the courses offered to you or the payment which you did on the application, you can contact us on the number provided, that is 7677333862. Apart from this, friends, you can follow us on the Facebook as well as on Instagram handle, that is AffairsCloud_official. In the end, friends, if you use a code that is Vikas10, you will be getting an additional extra 10% discount by using this code Vikas10. Also, if you have any problem regarding the course purchase, any problem regarding to our application, you can contact us on the mobile number, that is 9677333862. And if you want to mail us, you can also mail us on support@affairscloud.com. And I assure you that our representative from us will be contacting you soon and resolving your issue.